Hi you guys, this is my newest pattern. It's a twisted long-sleeved top or blouse, whatever you want to call it. It will be named Eleonora because I just love this name. I'm gonna explain you the steps we'll have to go through. I've already cut my pieces, and so as I like lining for the top, for the front piece, I do double lined, but the back it's not, it's single line, it's just one fabric, yes. And as well there will be double line in the band. You have the sleeve. Obviously it's not a reversible pattern because of the sleeve, otherwise it will be too bulky. So what I've already done, I've already pinned my front piece. This is my front piece. I placed the right side of the fabric on top of each other, and this will be all my cleavage area. So I've pinned already this. You'll have to do the same thing for the other side, of course. So this will be the other side, right? Just the top part you have to pin and then stitch. You should add elastic all the way through, right? And if you have a serger, you should serge it. If not, a zigzag stitch is great. I do always first a basting stitch, which I afterwards make small cuts through, just so my fabric has enough stretch. And once you've done this, I will show you the next steps. So that would be my first step right away with the front piece. On the sleeves, you'll be folding the sleeve in two. You will be pinning it, and you can already zigzag stitch or serge it, and afterwards, as you can see, I've top stitched it. If you have a cover stitch, great, yes. If not, zigzag stitch works perfect. This for the both sleeves, so you have them prepared. And for the back piece, as you can see, first I add elastic to the bottom part. Remember, it's only optional, but I always recommend it. So what I do first, I add the elastic and then I cover stitch. The same, add the elastic at the neck, and I will be covering stitch it. And I actually slightly pull it so it doesn't create a wave. And the same for the front piece. When I add the elastic, I pull it a little bit so it has more snug around the breast area, right? So I will be adding the elastic on the wrong side of the fabric, and then I will be folding it in and do a top stitch. If you have a cover stitch, great. If not, zigzag stitch works perfect. Okay, so I already did my basting stitch on this side. I'll be doing the other basting stitch with you. As you can see, I've like cut through little cuts as well, so it allows a good stretch on my fabric. Of course, if you wish to add like real lining, you can add real lining to your top. I prefer the double-sided, same color. So you see the setting on my sew machine is on the longest stitch, and I just sew through it, and afterwards I will be making the little cuts through. So I cut through like this, right through it, and as well on the other side. Okay, that's perfect. So this is my front piece. Now I will be serging it. In case you don't have a serger, you can zigzag stitch and add the elastic on what you've sewn already. Yes, remember to slightly pull the elastic, like just a little bit. And of course, keep in mind that you have mirrored your pieces, so obviously make sure that you're adding elastic on this side and on this side, right? So you don't get it like twisted, right? So I will be taking this here. I have the end right here. All right, so I will be starting with the top, right? And I will be showing you as I slightly pull the elastic. Like I said, it's not a lot, it's just a little bit. My thread's getting in the way, but it's not an issue. All right. So you see, I'm like literally just guiding it through with my finger. All right. So you see it like creases a little bit, not too much. And then I will be doing the same thing for the other side of the top, right? Exactly what I did. And this is my back piece, and I just wanted to show you how I'm adding the elastic. It's exactly the same. I'm adding it first to the neck. In the same way I add it. Slightly pulling it, not too much. And I will be doing the same on my back piece. So this is the back piece, which is prepared. Next step I will be doing, I'm going to fold it in just like that, and I'm going to do a cover stitch. I'm going to show you. If not, you can always zigzag stitch, right? So you'll fold it inside and cover stitch. Here are the sleeves. I'll be doing a sleeve just to show you. I didn't top stitch. I didn't do the binding stitch on this one because actually this fabric is not very slippery, so it's easy for me just to directly serge it. You don't need to add elastic to this, right? And after I've done both sleeves, I immediately turn it like that, folding it inside and cover stitch all around. Yes, so I'll be showing you how I'll be cover stitching. Okay, so I will be cover stitching. This is my front piece. I will be cover stitching it because I don't want that it's visual. I don't want the lining fabric to be visual. So as you can see, I'm doing a cover stitch. This is my industrial sew machine, my newest toy, still getting used to it. All right, now this is my back piece. I will just continue the stitching, the top stitching in the same way. All right. Okay, the two front pieces have been cover stitched, so this way it doesn't not roll, it stays inside, right? And on my back piece I will be doing the top stitching on the bottom part. Okay, and this is my sleeve. My other sleeve, it's already cover stitched. All right, so I'll be folding it like that, preparing it. I start always with the seam. Where is the seam? And I don't go very fast. I always try to maintain my lines. I know some people use a little magnet. I'm trusting more my instinct. And I just keep going, just like that. Sorry, I have some loose threads. Okay. So I'll be going a little bit over. And afterwards I will trim the little stitches. And that will be it for the moment with a cover stitch. So next what we will do, I'll be explaining you, right? These are my front pieces. This is one. This is two. First thing I will do, I will turn them back on the wrong side of the fabric, and I'm going to pin and stitch just this little rounded bead. Okay, so I'll be pin this part. This is actually where the knot is happening. So you will be doing a cover stitch over, sorry, not a cover stitch, you will be serge it or just do a zigzag stitch over, right? And then we will turn our top on the right side, and I will show you how to do the knot. Okay, so what I did over here, I've top stitched both pieces, sorry, not top stitched, serged both sides. the little hole, right? You see 1 and 2. Now we'll be turning the top on the right side of the fabric. Both sides. Okay, this is my front. So what we're gonna do right now, this step is really, really important. We'll be creating like the little hole, right? So what you will be doing is, first of all, match your seam and front piece, right? And then you will be pinning this piece. Yeah, and you'll be doing exactly the same thing. You will be doing it all around on the other side. I will show you one more time so you know what I mean. I'll show you what I did on the other side, okay? So when it will be stitched, right, this is your front. When it will be stitched, you'll be having the hole over here, and you've already created your band underneath, and this is the hole, right? So what I did, I'll show you one more time on the other side. The other side, it's exactly the same, but you will put it through the thing. So first you'll be doing this, and then you will be putting it. So what I did, it was I place it on top, right? And then I'm matching right side together. I'm stitching, well, pinning and stitching here, and then pinning and stitching here, right? So since I already prepared this, I will be doing it to show you. What is really important in this right step is for you to match the seam. The seams over here, very important to match them, right? Okay. You see I'm getting closer. So what I do, I hold it as much as I can close together until the moment. And I keep taking the needles away, preparing it. All right. Obviously, if you do basting stitch first, it's much easier to go. But since my fabrics don't really like slide, it's really not a problem to go immediately. Okay. All right, so you see this piece is already done. What I'll do next, I'll turn it on the right side of the fabric. And you see I've already created my hole. And it's a nice, good looking hole. All right, and then I take the other side, and what I do, I will put it through this hole, and I will be going until I have the stitch, right? And this very moment, I hope you can see well, I match the seams. And then I will be stitching it. Since I've did this already a few times, it's like quite easy for me just to go through it. So I'll just save some time on stitching, and will be immediately top stitching it. Sorry, serging it. I keep saying top stitching, sorry. Go slow. All right, matching. Great. Now our top is the knot is finished. These are my both front sides. I have a beautiful knot over here. In case you wish to do like the hole a little smaller, you can always do, but having in mind that making the hole smaller, it will be also more challenging to do this bit. So I let it a little bit more open so I don't struggle stitching it, right? Next I'll be doing a basting stitch over here and another basting stitch over here, and then I will prepare and as well basting stitch over my shoulder. Since this from this moment on, this will be seen as one piece and one piece, right? So I'll be doing basting stitch, nothing. Actually, you can even do basting stitch here. So let's do basting stitch, basting stitch, basting stitch, right? And then we will be connecting the back piece to the front piece. I will be showing you once I do the basting stitches. Okay, so I've bast stitched my front piece, right? And what I will do now, I will match as much as I can this part, as this is already top stitch, right? And the rest of the shoulder, right? And I will do straight stitch over here, and as well straight stitch over here. Obviously I'll be using my serger, yes, but most likely I will be doing a basting stitch over, since I want this to be like really matching up, so there is no space, right? So I'll be preparing it. So practically we do straight stitch, straight stitch, straight stitch, straight stitch, right? I'll be serging it. I will be do a straight stitch here just to have it connected here, and then I will serge it. And the next step is to add the sleeves. This is the last step. Okay, so I've already did the stitching. I will be doing on the other side the same. So I'll match them, put it over, and do a few straight stitches so it stays together, just like so. And then I do the same thing on this side. All right, so I'll match and then do a few straight stitches over. Couldn't find my little thread. All right, got stuck over there. So from here I will take it to my serger. Sorry. And what I will be doing, I will be connecting the sleeve, the shoulder parts. And then the sides. Since it's already kind of like prepared, let's say, in this way, the fabric won't really move a lot, right? So okay, next shoulder. And perfect. Okay, so next step will be attaching the sleeves. This is quite an important step as well. I will tell you afterwards what we do with this. So I'll take a sleeve and I will be introducing it into the this side. I'll be introducing it into the top, matching the right sides together, right? So this is my top turned, so it will be matching the right side together, and actually match the sleeve center with the other seam and the same pin. And what you will be doing, obviously you can pin and making sure that you're going around correctly. I actually don't need to do this. I will just be showing it to you directly, and then I will do the other sleeve by myself. So I'll just have to repeat this step. I start always with the seam, so I'm matching the seam perfectly together. So I start right over here, and then I have in mind the other part. All right, so as you can see, I'm slightly pulling with my finger inside, so I'm matching my fabrics perfectly together. All right, because this was my center. Since you did this basting stitch, it might be like not so stretchy, so you can pull a little bit, but as you can see, it fits absolutely perfect. All right, so here we have one sleeve. I'll be doing the other sleeve all by myself, right? And I'll be showing you actually what I do with this little step, because then your top is finished. So you see this seam, like you don't want it that it's seen, and on top of it you want it to be secure, right? What I will be doing, I will putting the needle down, and I will be making a few front and back stitches. It is possible that your sewing machine will not allow it because it's quite thick, right? Maybe you will use a hamper foot, but like I said, my secret and what I'm doing is I'm putting already in towards the inside, right? So my foot is already quite high, right, when I have to go over this. So this way it's not suffering, right? On top of it, my sewing machine, this normal one, is a Sergio heavy duty, and usually works really well with thicker parts. Sorry, I have to be careful that I'm not cutting through. All right. So you see, I've kind of like hide it through, and I'll be doing the same thing on the, so we did this on the shoulder, and I'll be doing the same thing on these parts. I'll be putting it like that and just sew a few stitches back and forth. So that's the top. It's absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to try it on and to wear it on my gym. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy sewing.